In 2008, Capcom released a game that would revolutionize the fighting game genre and change the face of esports forever. A game that has captivated fighting game enthusiasts for over a decade. But where did it all begin? Today, we're taking a deep dive into the history of Street Fighter 4. So, grab your gloves and tighten those headbands. This is the history of
Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter 4 was released in 2008, but the Street Fighter franchise has been around since 1987, with the release of the original Street Fighter arcade game. The game featured two playable characters, Ryu and Ken, and set the stage for what would become one of the most popular fighting game franchises in history. Street Fighter 4 was an instant hit, with fans lining up to play the latest entry in the beloved fighting game franchise. The game introduced a new art style, which combined 2D character sprites with 3D backgrounds, giving the game a unique and dynamic look. The game also introduced several new characters to the series, including Abel, Sea Viper, Rufus, and El Fuerte, as well as bringing back many of the classic Street Fighter characters like Ryu, Ken, and Chun-Li. Street Fighter 4's gameplay was a return to form for the series, with a focus on strategy and mind games over flashy combos and special moves. The game's focus attack mechanic allowed players to absorb and counter their opponent's attacks, leading to a more tactical and methodical style of play. Another important feature of the game is the Ultra Combo system, which allows players to unleash a powerful attack once they have filled up their Ultra Gauge. The Ultra Gauge is filled by dealing and taking damage, and once it is full, players can perform their character's unique Ultra Combo move. These moves often deal massive damage and can turn the tide of a match in an instant. Street Fighter 4 also includes a variety of special moves and combos that players can use to outmaneuver and outsmart their opponents. Each character has a unique set of moves and abilities, and mastering them requires a combination of practice, strategy, and quick reflexes. Overall, the fighting system of Street Fighter 4 is both deep and complex, offering a wide range of options and strategies for players to explore. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned veteran, there is always something new to learn and discover in this iconic fighting game. Street Fighter 4's release also coincided with the rise of esports, and the game quickly became one of the most popular titles in competitive gaming. Professional players like Daigo Umehara and Justin Wong became household names, thanks to their legendary matches and incredible skills. Street Fighter 4 received several updates and expansions over the years, including Super Street Fighter 4, which added new characters and gameplay tweaks, and Ultra Street Fighter 4, which brought the series to a new level of balance and polish. Super Street Fighter 4 is an updated version of the original game. It was released in April 2010 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, with an arcade version released later in the year. Super Street Fighter 4 added 10 new characters to the original roster, bringing the total number of playable characters to 35. It also introduced new game modes, such as Team Battle, Endless Battle, and Replay Channel. Ultimate Street Fighter 4 is an updated version of Super Street Fighter 4 that was released in 2011 for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC. It added 5 new characters, including fan favorites like Evil Ryu and Oni. It also introduced new game mechanics, such as the ability to perform EX special moves without using any meter, as well as new stages and alternate costumes for the characters. Both Super Street Fighter 4 and Ultimate Street Fighter 4 were well received by critics and fans alike, with many praising the gameplay, graphics, and overall package. They remain popular among fighting game enthusiasts to this day, and have been featured in numerous esports tournaments. The Nintendo 3DS is a handheld game console that was first released in Japan in February 2011. The console was designed to offer players a unique 3D gaming experience without the need for special glasses, thanks to its innovative auto-stereoscopic display. In 2011, Capcom released a port of Street Fighter 4 for the Nintendo 3DS, called Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition. The 3DS port included all of the content from the original Street Fighter 4, as well as additional features and improvements that were specific to the 3DS. One of the most notable additions was the ability to use the 3DS's touch screen for easy access to special moves and combos, which made the game more accessible to new players. The 3DS version also included a new mode called Figure Collection, which allowed players to collect figurines of their favorite Street Fighter characters and view them in 3D. The game also featured a local multiplayer mode that allowed players to battle each other using the 3DS's wireless connectivity. Despite some criticisms of the game's graphics and performance, Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition was generally well received by critics and fans alike. It remains one of the most popular fighting games on the 3DS to this day, and is considered by many to be one of the best ports of a fighting game on a handheld console. Street Fighter 4 was a groundbreaking game that redefined the fighting game genre and set a new standard for competitive gaming. With its deep and complex fighting system, engaging storyline, and memorable characters, Street Fighter 4 captured the hearts of gamers around the world and cemented its place in gaming history. As the legacy of Street Fighter 4 continues to live on, we can look back on this iconic game with fondness and appreciation for the many hours of thrilling battles it has brought us. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or a new player just discovering the game for the first time, Street Fighter 4 will always hold a special place in the hearts of gamers everywhere. And that was a brief history of what made Street Fighter 4 so legendary. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really does mean a lot to me, and hopefully, I was able to transfer some of the passion I share with Street Fighter 4 onto you. Until next time, keep fighting.
The world of such diabolical power. It is the courage to stand up in the face of evil and emerge victorious.
Street Fighter 4.